The names of the young and old we know by heart, walking with people from all walks of life, supporting our heroes and those. We travel together down the long road of life, looking intently into sorrowful and hopeful eyes. The names of the young and old we know by heart, walking with people from all walks of life, supporting our heroes and those forgotten alike, while we shape a future for workers from Los Angeles to Boston. Our stories echo from Chicago to Austin, through days full of light to stormy ones, when you bundle up or bask in the sun. From the first sunrise to the sunset of life, we are with you through life's journey. We are Social Security, securing today and tomorrow. Get to know us at socialsecurity.gov.
Produced at US.
Hello and welcome. Welcome in to Social Security Hotline Live on Chicago Access Network. This is an interactive show on CAN TV, channel 21, channel 99 if you're on AT&T. Also streaming at cantv.org/hotline. We are live every Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30, where we answer your calls and talk Social Security issues. And the show runs through December 18th. So there's that information for you. Again, you can stream us live at cantv.org/live, and you can catch us every Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30. And then after the show, if you would like to review, or if you call in and you want to hear yourself, you can search us on YouTube, and I would suggest using the keywords Social Security CAN TV, because there's a lot of other things you can find on YouTube. So. My name is Mr. Zarnecki. People often call me Mr. C. I've been with Social Security for about 10 years now, and I have experience across a broad spectrum of Social Security services. I'll be your host for the evening. With me tonight is my guest, DJ. DJ, please tell us about yourself.
Hi, my name is DJ, and I am a claims specialist in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago. I specialize in helping supplemental security income claimants come into the office, make applications, appeal applications, and I specialize in working with the homeless clients that don't have a lot of work on the record sometimes, and of course they're homeless, and we try to do our best to expedite those claims. I'm happy to speak with any of you guys tonight. If you have absolutely any Social Security questions, please don't hesitate to call. Our number is 312-738-1060. We have a great staff answering phones with us tonight, Miss Nicole, and if you give us a call right away, the phone lines are currently open. Give us a call.
All right, we'll be happy to talk to you. Even if it's a question for your friend, we understand. We want to use this time to just spread the word about what Social Security offers the public. So again, the number to call is 312-738-1060. Now, let's get on with the show, because we have a lot planned and we're hoping to have some fun too. Tonight, we'll be discussing how Social Security is with you through life's journey. DJ, what do you think we mean when we say with you through life's journey?
Absolutely that we're there with you from beginning to the end. Social Security is there from the start. We issue a Social Security card at birth, and we're with you when you get your very first job. And even when you're going through your career, we are tracking your earnings, how much you're making on each of your jobs, and we're there to help you through difficult times like disability or passing away of a relative. And we're here for you when it's time to celebrate your retirement. So that's what we mean, is we're here with you from the beginning all the way until the end. So, as I mentioned, the Social Security issues cards to children at their birth. Is that process automatic?
Well, in most hospitals in the United States, when a child is born, they're automatically issued a Social Security card, and they receive it within 30 days. Looks like we have a caller, so let's jump over to that. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes. I'd like to get information, see if I can get glasses, my teeth fixed, my dentals. And mostly of all my hearing aids. I'm 85 years old.
Awesome. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thanks for calling. So if it's related to medical devices, I would actually maybe call 1-800-MEDICARE on that one. What do you think,
Directly,
DJ?
yeah, directly, because they want to be able to see what you would be eligible for, as well as if you have a supplemental provider, you may want to call them directly. But your first stop and your first call should be 1-800-MEDICARE, MEDICARE, Medicare.
And thank you for
Okay.
calling.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you.
All right, so we have another caller. Hey, why not? Let's keep this moving. No, not a caller, actually. All right, so we'll jump right back into it. So, that sounds like a lot of cards to process.
Well, according to the data that we have for 2018, and just to remind you, we're talking about Social Security cards. We had about 3.8 million new Social Security cards that were issued for individuals born in 2018 alone.
Almost 4 million? That's a lot of people, and I bet a lot of names.
Absolutely, yes it is. A fun bonus of assigning Social Security numbers at birth is that when we get to know what the most popular baby names are here at Social Security, we publish a list every year that you can see on our website at socialsecurity.gov, and you can find the top baby names for the last 100 years.
That sounds fun. Let's check it out. Let me get to this here. And I'll open this up here. Sorry, guys. We just want to get to that page. Here we go. So this is the page. It is a direct link, if you want it, is the ssa.gov /baby names. And here we have kind of a fun thing where if you scroll down, I mean, right here is the top 18, top names from 18. There they are. Liam and Emma are number one for the boys and girls. But down here, you can search the popularity of names by birth year or just the popularity of a name. It's mind-blowing just so much information is available out there. And so I have an idea. Let's use this page to find out what the most popular names were back in 1953, 66 years ago. The people who are turning full retirement age now were typically born in that year. So let's take a look. We'll do 1953, and then we'll hit go. And then you guys can do this at home too. So here we have it, the most popular names for 1953. What do you think, DJ?
Robert and Mary. Is there a special reason you picked Mary?
No, not at all. Well, actually, I guess because it's the full retirement age year, so
Okay.
maybe we'll see a lot of Roberts and Marys coming in or filing online because this is, this is their year.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So let's see. We can go back here. Did you want to try anything?
Why don't we try just like last year? Oop, we missed it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We're back.
Just 2018.
Let's-
2017, because
Okay.
I think 18's at the top.
Let's do it. 2017. Search that. Ah, a little different.
Okay, Liam and Emma. Okay,
Isn't that fascinating?
nice. I think that's the same as, that might be the same as 2018.
It's close, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that it's pretty awesome how you can go on there and actually kind of look at what the most popular baby names are, because you may choose to name your child something that's popular, but my thought would be to name my child something that's not popular.
Sure.
So I can go on here and make sure I avoid those names.
One of the cool things that you can do with that tool, though, is you can also search popularity by name. So I'm going to go back here, and let's look up Larry. That's just a name that I kind of pulled out of the ether here. Let's see how Larry fares in popularity-wise. From 2000 till now, you can actually sort it. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah, Larry was a fairly popular name at the turn of the century, but its popularity seems to be fading a little bit.
Yes.
But I'm sure it's due for a comeback any year now. So, all right. So this has been a lot of fun, and I think that it would be kind of fun to see if the callers were interested in using this tool. So if you guys would like to give us a call, we'll search a year for you. We'll search a name for you. We'll search your friend's name if you want. The number you can call us is 312-738-1060, and we'll look it up for you on the air and see what the results are. That could be fun. So please give us a call. We'll look for names. We'll look for years. We'll use that tool for the fun that it's worth here.
Yep, and then we want to remind you of the number too is 312-738-1060. We are live and we're here to answer any Social Security questions that you may have. This is a rare opportunity. Our phone lines are wide open.
That's right.
All questions are important, but most important, you have to pick up the phone and give us a call. Again, that's 312-738-1060.
All right, so let's talk about why a baby would even need a Social Security number. What do you think, DJ?
Why do we need a Social Security
Why would
number?
a baby need a Social Security number?
Well, that's when we get started through life's journey. But most importantly, you want to be able to claim your child on your taxes as
Yeah.
a dependent. So that's actually the only way that I know of that you can actually do that. And you want to get that information from Social Security right away. A lot of times people are told that they're going to get that information in the hospital, and it just doesn't happen. So feel free to come into the office with the birth certificate and some other document for the baby so we can get you that information. Your child may also need a number if they plan to open up any type of bank account, checking account, savings bond, get any medical or health insurance coverage, or apply for any government services for the child. So you want to make sure you have that number readily available.
Well, those are all very good reasons to get a card. But earlier, we were talking about that most hospitals automatically issue Social Security cards. Does that mean that some hospitals don't?
Oh, absolutely. I didn't know we were going to ask that question. Some don't? I didn't know.
Yeah, no, it's true. Some don't. Because if the hospital where your child was born informs you that they don't participate in the enumeration at birth program, they call it EAB.
Yes.
And then sometimes people opt out. I don't personally have this experience, but I do know that, when a woman gives birth to a child, it's a big experience, and sometimes you have a lot of medicine in you, and, sometimes things happen. You might just check the box that says, I don't want a Social Security number, I don't need that now. But, in the long run, you do need it, so you
Right.
can get insurance and things like that. So if that's the case, you would want to go into the Social Security office. So let's give an example. Miss Smith is a woman from Chicago who's having her second child. And it just so happens that the hospital that she's having the child at does not participate in enumeration at birth. Worse still, she can't find her other child's Social Security card and she needs it for insurance and taxes.
Absolutely.
What should Miss Smith do?
Ms. Smith should come into the office as soon as possible, but you need the documents, the proper documents. Now, I'm the type of person who always wants to be prepared
Yep.
before I go get in line somewhere and wait. So I would suggest that Ms. Smith check out ssa.gov/ss number/ss5doc.html so that she can find out exactly what she needs before she comes into the office. So let's actually go to that so
Yeah,
we
let's
can bring
check
up
it
the
out.
documents for that, Robert.
Oh, let me see here. We'll go straight to that. Okay, that's all right. We're going to find it another way. So let's just go ahead. I'll just bring you guys over here. So ssa.gov, you said, /SS number, and then / ss5doc.html. All right, so here we go. They did not find the page we requested.
Go right to our homepage, I think right on the bottom.
Sure.
When you go to ssa.gov, we'll have that
Take a look.
information.
Let's get back. So right down here at the bottom, you said.
Yeah.
We're going a little too far.
Yeah, you're going a little.
Here we go. This is the
There
one.
you go.
So, all right. So now we're on the page, and it's kind of showing you which, you can do it online if you're 18 or over, but
Yeah.
these kids are not. So you can learn what documents you need right there. And here is where we can see what you need. So in Miss Smith's case, she would do a child and an original. And right here, it kind of tells you everything that you need. What documents do I need? Citizenship, so a birth certificate would do that. Age, again, a birth certificate would take care of that. Identity. Now, a lot of people come into the office and go, why do I need identity for my baby? I have a birth certificate. Is that enough? Well, a birth certificate can be used to prove age and citizenship, but not identity. So we need other evidence, DJ, tell me what else we would need.
Well, actually, you want to bring in for a baby, the most important record that you can bring in is something like a WIC booklet, a health insurance card. We have on here a state-issued non-driver's ID card, adoption decree, doctor, clinic, or hospital record, religious record, school daycare center record, or school ID record. But you do want to make sure you bring in, I would say, no less than 3 documents.
Sure.
Just in case one of those documents doesn't work, you have a backup.
Yep.
Okay, so make sure that you visit our website at ssa.gov and you bring in at least 3 documents for yourself, or a baby, or whatever, whoever Social Security number you're trying to get. Hopefully, it's just your own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
And the
better
child,
it's
right.
better to have more than less. You know,
Yeah.
I'd rather come into
Yeah.
the office with like 6 documents and you use one than I come in with one and you tell me I need another one.
Right.
So.
Of course, the easiest way to go through that is actually just to visit our website and go to ssa.gov. And if you're over 18, you can actually just go ahead and get that yourself
Yeah.
without coming into the office.
So I agree, though. I mean, the SSA.gov is a phenomenal resource. I recommend everyone check that out before they try to do any business with us, because it's nice to be prepared. You know, it's nice to know what you need to get things done before you go in, because why wait in line, get told what you need, have to go home, have to come back? Nobody wants to have to go through all that. If you go to the website, it's much easier. You don't even have to worry about it. So now that now that the child has a Social Security number, the next thing is retirement, right? Well, let's check in with Susie Orman to see why Social Security is not just a retirement program.
Right.
Hi everyone, I'm Susie Orman. Did you know that Social Security isn't just a retirement program? Most workers and their families who pay Social Security taxes are covered not just for retirement, but disability and survivor benefits too. Best of all, Social Security provides a variety of secure, convenient, and free services online that can help you with your financial planning. Learn more about what you can do online today at socialsecurity.gov.
The Social Security Administration.
That is right. We are always talking about the socialsecurity.gov, but with good reason. I mean, it's a valuable tool that I think everybody could use just in, planning for retirement and also considering these other things. So let's get back to that. All right, so as Ms. Orman just mentioned, Social Security is not just a retirement program. We offer disability and survivor benefits as well. But before we launch into this segment, I'd like to remind the viewers that this is an interactive show. You guys feel free to call us. We have someone who specializes in SSI. I specialize in retirement and disability and survivor benefits, a little bit of Medicare here and there as well. We are equipped to answer your questions if you have them. And again, like I said, if your friend has a question or if you're a little shy, give us a call. 312-738-1060. We'll be happy to answer your questions for you right here on the air. And if we can't answer the question, we'll at least point you in the direction of a resource that will be able to help you. So back to the task at hand, though. Disability benefits. It can be an uncomfortable subject for some.
Looks like we have a caller.
All right, let's jump over to the call. Caller, how can we help you today?
Yes.
I'm sorry, we couldn't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Could you start over, please?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. I just applied for my benefits. I'm born on the 24th of the month, and I became entitled as of November. So how am I going to get paid? When? Should I expect a payment this month?
Okay. Well, so if you are, and you said you just turned 62?
I just turned 62.
Okay, so, and that's
Retirement.
important.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to be 62 the whole month before you get a payment. So if your birthday's in October, the first month you're 62 the whole month is November. And so you get paid a month behind. So December you'd get your first check from November, because November was the first month you were 62 the whole time. So I hope that helps. It's a little bit of a delay, but I like to say it's kind of like when you're working. You work your pay period, you get paid at the end of the pay period.
Exactly. And then we make sure to, Social Security, I always say, is in the habit of sending letters and notices. So when your check is actually going to start and begin, we will send you a notice before you actually get the check, so that you know how much you're getting and when it's coming. So look out in the mail, because it's coming.
Yes, and thanks for calling. So back to disability. DJ, do you have anything to say on disability?
Well, disability, while it may not be something people want to really think about, the reality is that there are in 2018 about 56 million people living with disabilities in the United States, and that's actually 19% of the population. And those people have to make ends meet. They have families that they're taking care of. They need to maintain housing for themselves. Social Security is there for many, if not most of these people.
That's right. Social Security pays disability benefits through two programs. We have the Social Security Disability Insurance Program, otherwise known as SSDI. That one goes through your earnings. It's like an early retirement program. And then we have SSI, or Supplemental Security Income. So let's take a look at some information about SSDI to start. So let's see. SSDI is a program to provide income supplements to people who are no longer able to work because of a significant disability. It's for people who are no longer able to perform substantial work activity, and they may qualify if they have a medical condition that's expected to last at least 1 year or result in death, are younger than the full retirement age, which this year is 66. They have to earn less than the substantial gainful activity threshold, which this year is $1,220 a month. And if they're blind, they can apply earlier at age 55. And you have to have worked a certain amount. It depends on the situation, how old you are, but the general rule of thumb is, you worked 5 out of the last 10 years. Ms. DJ, do you mind telling us a little something about SSI?
Well, SSI actually stands for Supplemental Security Income, which pays monthly benefits to adults with limited income and limited resources who are disabled, blind, or age 65 and older. Blind or disabled children may also qualify for SSI.
Well, that's really interesting. Thanks for that. So disability programs are complex, guys, and the rules are, they can kind of give you a headache. So if you're considering filing for disability, my advice to you would be to check out the website at ssa.gov/disability. There you can find information about the program, you can apply for benefits, and you can even file your appeals electronically there. So I find that is a very helpful resource.
Yes, absolutely. We highly recommend using the website to file your application for disability benefits because you can complete the application at your own pace, in your own voice, from the comfort of your own home. Right there where you may have your medications, your hospital records, your information that you can actually tap into the computer. It's actually right there when you're at home and easily accessible, and you can take your time with it and get that done.
That's right. So that's a really good point. And just to be clear, everyone, if you can't apply online for any reason, you're still able to come in or call. You can call our 800 number, which is 800-772-1213 to make an appointment. You can even walk into the office if you just don't even know where to begin, and we'll help you get started. Now, DJ, what if a wage earner passes away? What can their family do? Can you tell us how Social Security would be there for them in that event?
Absolutely. Social Security actually pays a benefit to the surviving children and the surviving spouse of the wage earner that passed away, even if that person was divorced from the spouse that passed away.
That's interesting. Well, let's take a look at how that works. So let's see here. Bring you guys over to this. All right, so DJ, can you tell us who would be eligible to receive survivor benefits?
Absolutely. First of all, the surviving child may receive benefits if not married and is under the age of 18 or under age 19 if still in high school. And then the next one is actually disabled child. This disabled child may receive benefits beyond age 18 if not married and was disabled before the age of 22. And then lastly, we have the widow, widower, or the divorced widow, widower. This person may get full benefits at full retirement age or reduced benefits at age 60 or as early as age 50 if they're actually currently disabled, or at any age if this person is caring for a child under 16 or a disabled child.
That's really interesting, and we will come back to that in case you guys are interested, but we have a caller, so caller, please go right ahead.
Hi, I wanted to see if you would look up a name.
Sure, what name did you have in mind?
Michael?
Michael? All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to go back to the web PC here, and we're going to do ssa.gov/baby names. And let's see, let's see. So we'll scroll down to the bottom here, and here is the place where we put the popularity. So Michael. Oh, I got caps on, but I don't think that'll matter. We'll search it up. Oh, wow. Michael is a hit.
Very
It looks
popular.
ranked number 2 for a long time. It's dropped to 14, but
Yeah, still very consistent.
yeah, no kidding.
Near
In
the top.
Top 20. Thank you for your call. That was a good call. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. So anyway, back to, we were just discussing survivor benefits, and I wanted to bring something up that I see a lot at my office every day. Sometimes people come in to file for retirement benefits, and they were married and their spouse passed away, or maybe they were married for 10 years or more to someone and they're divorced and their spouse passed away. In that instance, the person can file for a survivor benefit, receive that survivor benefit, and leave their own benefit alone to mature. Social Security benefits, for your own numbers, start at 62. They go to 66, which is your full retirement age, and then they continue to grow even until age 70. So if you can go through your spouse's number to receive benefits and leave yours alone, you can come back and you just have like a raise card. Like you can just come in and be like, I need a raise, and we'll, we can do that.
Right,
so it's
right.
kind of a nice thing. It's unfortunate when someone passes away, obviously, but it's kind of a silver lining, at least financially, as this is concerned, because you can always come in and get your benefit at age 70, and I've seen some pretty big ones. I've seen some like $3,000,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
I
because
haven't seen any that large.
if you wait till age 70, it grows at 8% per year after age
does.
66. So it can really get some big numbers there.
It's significant. That delayed retirement is significant. If you can hold on until you can reach your delayed retirement age, then that is significantly more money.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because you don't have to wait till age 70. Say you apply for the survivor benefit because you stopped working, and you can apply for it as early as age 60. So say you come in and apply for the survivor benefit at age 60, and it's like $1,000 a month. Under your own number at age 67, you get like $1,200. If you need that extra $200, you can come in and sign up for that benefit. Then you don't have to wait till age 70. I just want to put that out there.
Awesome. But the most important thing is to make an application.
That's right.
Get in touch with Social Security right away. Even if you're skeptical, have questions, make your application online. All those applications are vetted. We contact you to make sure it's your application and to see what benefits you actually qualify for. So that's again at ssa.gov.
And in this case, we're talking about the survivor claims, so it'd be ssa.gov/survivors, or you can call us again at 800-772-1213, and we'll be happy to help you out there. All right, so let's go on to retirement. As we said multiple times this evening, the best place to start is online. So let's take a look at something that we have here for you guys. I think you might find it
We have another
entertaining.
video.
Yeah, we do, so here we go.
As millions of you people have learned, there are distinct advantages to retiring online. For example, you don't have to go outside. Everything you need is within easy reach. Want to take a break while you're working? Fine. And when you're done, relax. As a leading expert in the field of taking it easy, I approve of retiring online. Now go away and leave me alone.
So what'd you think of that one, DJ?
Oh, that was pretty funny. Especially that extra deep voice.
Oh yeah, right. So all right. So back to talking about retirement here. So we're now sorry about that, trying to catch up.
Yeah, and so what we want to remind you, we've got just the last few minutes of the show. So if anyone wants to call in with a name or has a Social Security question, so just remember to call us. We are live awaiting your call at 312-738-1060, 312-738-1060.
All right, so now that you know that it's easy to file online, I just want you guys to know also that it's a great place to start even when you're just planning your retirement. You may not be 66, you may be 50, and you're thinking, long term, I got to know what I'm doing here because, Social Security is not the only, part of your retirement plan, but it is a part. So, knowing what benefit you might receive when is very important. Miss DJs, can you tell us about some of the things that you can find on our website that people who are planning their retirement might be interested in?
Well, one of the best things, absolutely, is actually you can go on the website and look at all sorts of tools to help you make the right decision. We have tools to help you find your full retirement age. So if you're not sure what your actual retirement age, your full retirement age, or delayed retirement age, we have that calculator online. There's a new retirement calculator, and you can even find SSA publications to help you explain some of the complex benefit situations.
Yeah, complex benefit situations. I think I know one that a lot of people here in Chicago would be interested in hearing about. And that one's the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. So let's do another example case. Remember Miss Smith from earlier?
I do.
Her father-in-law just turned 65. He worked as a Chicago police officer for 20 years, and he was also self-employed and paying into Social Security working side jobs because he's always been good with tools.
Excellent.
Yeah, so he's made substantial money for about 30 years while doing that side job, and he retired from the force and began to receive his CPD pension. It was a few years ago, but he hasn't contacted Social Security. He was under the impression that he couldn't get any benefits because he heard about a thing like windfall elimination something. So Ms. Smith, having gone to our website, suggested that her dad do the same. DJ, what sort of things could Mr. Smith find on our website that could help him with this situation?
Well, first he can find out what his actual earnings look like, how much he's made per year, what we have tallied up for him here at Social Security. When he was working for CPD, he likely did not pay into Social Security, but with his self-employment, he did. While he's there, he can actually investigate the windfall elimination thing that we've all heard about. Yeah. And all he has to do is go search ssa.gov/search and enter those keywords, windfall elimination.
Well, let's do it. Let's check it out because I think that would be really helpful. We got another one of these, but that's all right. We are adapting. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back here. SSA. Whoop. I definitely don't want to put the wrong website in here.
Right.
SSA.gov. And then we'll just do search. If you just type in search right there, it'll take you to a search page like this one. And then we can just say, all right, windfall elimination.
Yep, make sure you're always looking for that blue crest at the top of
That's
your
true.
page.
Very
and
important.
all your websites in .gov.
That's right. So I'm going to go with this one. I don't know, this one seems to be, it's not international. So this is the program explainer, and it goes through the background, how WEP works, WEP PIA for different, and so what is this YOX thing? Well, there is a publication right here that we can look at. And this publication, let's allow it. I trust SSA.gov. That should be coming up any second now. But anyway, the publication that's going to come up, I'm familiar with it. I'm hoping we can show you guys what it looks like. But essentially, it goes through what a year of coverage is and how a year of coverage impacts a benefit. So I don't know.
Nice.
I don't think it's coming up.
Now, this publication, am I able to print it actually on my computer at home or have it mailed to me?
Yes, you can. At our publications page, which I think I'm going to go directly to right now. From our publications page, you can do that. You can also have it read it to you, which I think is just really interesting.
That's really awesome. You mean I can have the computer actually read the publication to me aloud?
That is right. Social Security is very concerned with being accessible to everybody, all Americans, and so essentially you can go to the site and let me go back to this. You can go to the site and you can find that information. You can have it read it to you. You can find it in other languages. It didn't come up. Right now we're having computer problems, but I'll just tell you guys what we're looking for.
You said, wait a minute, you said other languages too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can find a lot of publications in multiple languages, Spanish, Polish, but then, some more, ones that you don't hear every day. They have some publications in Chinese. They have some
Mandarin.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, so it's pretty neat. But anyway, since it didn't get me there, it doesn't look like the internet's working at all right now. Essentially what I was going towards, and this is for all you people that have the windfall elimination provision or looking at it, you can go to the website, pull up the publication, you can check your earnings, you can compare your earnings with the years of coverage. And if, say, for example, you're looking at your earnings and you're looking at the years of coverage, you're comparing the chart, you're kind of counting them, okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have 20, then they're not going to take the full amount that they would ordinarily take out. 21, 22, 23, you keep oh, now it's working. Then you keep stepping up to 30, and at 30 years of coverage, they're not going to offset your benefit at all. So, if you're like a lot of people that I've talked to, a policeman or someone who works for CPS, and you've worked some side jobs, or you worked before you got into your public job, you might be eligible for the full benefits still. So it's always worth looking into. You can always call us or come in or go to the website, and we'd be happy to look at that for you. It looks like we have a caller, so caller, please go right ahead.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Great. Thanks for calling in. How can we help?
No, it's my pleasure. I've been wondering, I'm getting older every day, and it seems like faster and faster every day lately. About, 12, 15 years from now, I'll be eligible for Social Security benefits, I think. How do I know, with everything I've been hearing about Social Security's liquidity, is it going to still be there when I'm ready to retire? And I'll get off the phone and let you answer the call. Thanks so much.
We appreciate it.
Excellent. Thank you.
Well, so every year Social Security does publish a report, and based on the information that they have available, Social Security will still be able to continue making payments. Of course, there are some issues with the trust funds that need to be addressed, and they get addressed every so often. I mean, it's not the first time that we've faced a crisis like that, but Congress, at some point will have to take a look at that and see what's going on. But even if Social Security does suffer an issue like that, they'll still be able to pay a majority of the benefits. So I wouldn't worry too much on that. I think that, of course, it does depend. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We just, but if you are concerned with that, I would suggest checking out our blog, Social Security Matters, because our blog is pretty up to date on like current legislation and things like that that affect benefits. I wouldn't say that speculating is a good idea in this situation. So, it looks like, as of now, it looks like Social Security benefits would still be payable, but we would have to, just keep our ear to the ground and make sure that, it is still continued to be funded. I hope that answers your question. Unfortunately, we can't get too much into like pending legislations and things like that, but hopefully, the Social Security is there for a long time. And even if they, like I said, even if they do have an issue, they'll still be able to make payments. So let's hope that we don't have to face that situation.
Yeah, and one of the most important things you said was to visit our site directly. And get the information from us directly, even more so than, word of mouth or news outlets. Get the information from us directly. The liquidity profile is actually on the SSA.gov website as well. So you want to make sure that you go right there and visit that.
Yeah, and I just wanted to kind of show everybody the Social Security Matters site, because I do think that if you're interested in keeping up with what's happening with Social Security, this is a great place to go. It is blog.ssa.gov, and there you can...
there's my favorite, estimate your retirement.
There it is.
Right at the top.
That's it. So, I mean, it's a great resource. Right now, the big talk of the town is the COLA, because we are going to be seeing that raise in COLA.
Now, what does COLA stand for, Robert?
That is the cost of living adjustment.
Okay.
And,
So we actually got an increase, a raise this year?
That's right.
Upcoming?
1.6%. And if you're interested in finding out what that means to you, you can always go to the website and get your MySSA account together. That'll let you know what your benefit is going to look like next year with that 1.6% increase.
Awesome. Well, I'm just excited that there is an increase.
Yeah, I know, right? There's been some years where there hasn't been, and it's kind of interesting to see how things play out, because I've seen in years past where there's not a cost of living increase, but the cost of Medicare did go up. In that situation, there's actually protections in place for people, so they won't raise the cost of Medicare if you didn't get a cost of living adjustment. They call it hold harmless. So, there's all sorts of protections in place in case things happen. It's a pretty well thought out process, but again, hopefully everything smooths itself out, and I have to have faith that it will.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sometimes a little research by visiting our website does go a very long way. So to stay in touch with us directly, and make sure that you visit the website. The blog is an awesome way, and also our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, the YouTube
Yeah,
channel is pretty
sometimes I know I
entertaining.
get tired of reading, so to be able to hear the videos that Social Security puts out are pretty important and easy to consume.
That's true. And I just want to say this because, if you go to YouTube and just type in Social Security, you're going to get a whole lot of different videos.
Of other stuff.
Yeah, of other stuff. And that's not Social Security's channel. So what I usually do is I go into the settings and I search specifically for the channel for Social Security. That's usually a pretty good way to go about it because you'll be able to find specifically, the Social Security content that was authorized by Social Security.
Yeah, and another great way is just to go directly back to our socialsecurity.gov website and then click on the actual YouTube icon that's actually on the website itself.
Yes.
So then for sure.
That's such a great idea. That's,
Yeah, for sure that it's, you see it right there?
Wait, let's see. Okay, right here? Yeah. All right, so we'll show you guys what we're talking about. Right here, we got the Facebook, we got the Twitter. What's this one?
Instagram.
All right, I'm old. You got your LinkedIn, and then what is this one? RSS feed. All right.
Yeah, that takes you right to our YouTube channel that is Social Security. That's us talking to you about what's going on with the program.
Yes, that's right. And our, just as we're heralding here, that COLA, they're talking about the COLA right there. Another thing that we wanted to talk about, and I'll bring it back here, another thing that we really wanted to talk to you guys about, and we talk about it every week, but that's because it's kind of a pressing issue right now, is the scam calls. So a lot of people are getting phone calls. It sounds very threatening, very menacing. Your Social Security number is suspended. You did some crimes in Texas. I don't know.
Going to be arrested.
You're going to get arrested.
You right now.
Yeah, and so they say call us back, or press 1 to continue or whatever. Hang up. Because those are not legitimate phone calls.
Right.
Social Security, yeah, we do call you on occasion if you have a pending claim. For example, recently I've been working a lot of the online claims that have been coming in, and I have to call people and establish, some information with them. When I call, I identify myself, I tell them what office I'm from, I mention the fact that they recently filed, they know that they recently filed, and then we go from there. And if the people don't feel comfortable, I say, that's fine. We're not going to push you in anything. I'm not trying to threaten you. I just want to get this done. So we'll send you something in the mail because we do correspond oftentimes through the mail. But these scam calls they're worrying a lot of people. And
you just want to make sure that even though they may have your information, you don't want to verify. You don't even want to verify your name, your social. Even if they have that information, do not confirm that
Right.
that information is right.
Right.
You want to hang up immediately, and you want to make sure that you take a note of the number that they actually called you from. So what we're going to do right now is actually play you the video from Social Security about what to do with the scam calls.
that's right. So let's get to that. Here we go. Sorry about this, guys.
Expanded.
New message.
Department of the Social Security Administration.
There we go.
The reason of this call is to inform you that your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity. If you do not contact us immediately, your account will be deactivated. For more information about this case file, press 1 or call immediately our department number. 326.
This is a scam. Thieves are misusing the Social Security Administration's authority and phone schemes to trick you into giving them money or personal information. They state there is a problem with your Social Security number or account. They claim there's been suspicious or fraudulent activity, and you could be arrested or face other legal action. They even spoof SSA's main customer service telephone number on caller ID. Don't believe them. Don't provide any information. SSA employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent. Just hang up. If you suspect you've been contacted by an SSA scammer, call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
Social Security, securing today and tomorrow.
So again, just to pound that home, if you're getting a call and it's threatening, ignore it because Social Security's not going to call to threaten you. We've been worried about this for a long time now. I don't know if you guys remember, a couple years ago was the IRS. That was the...
If you write anything on your
about that.
computer, you need to get Grammarly.
Let's do this. Sorry about that. So, it's the IRS first, and now they're picking on us, and, hopefully people just get savvy. People are savvy, though. I mean, I talk to a lot of people who come in and they just want to report it, but they didn't fall for it. And so the hope is that we just spread that information to everybody so that they,
and it's happening, like you said, not just with our agency, it's happening with the IRS and some other agencies as well. So the most important thing is to hang up. Don't verify the information. Don't even confirm that, you are who they name on the call. Or that you're not that person. Stop engaging them. Don't engage them at any point. Just hang up, jot down the phone number, visit our website. You can actually report the phone number that you were called from on the website.
That's right. So, and it's right on our main page right now. So SSA.gov, right here, this red banner, it'll take you to our Office of Inspector General, and you can let them know about it because reporting it it helps us. It helps us figure out what's going on. At the very least, it helps us kind of create. It helps us take down the information to see what they're doing. All right. So it looks like we have a caller. Caller, go right ahead.
Yes, I'm 62.
Congratulations.
I got married when I was 21, and I was separated when I was 26. She's still eligible for Social Security in mine.
Okay, so
we've been separated for over 30 years.
So you never were legally divorced, correct?
No.
Well, there's a possibility then, because the duration of marriage rule for a benefit, if you were married continuously and you're still married, that sounds like it. Now, of course, they're going to look at the numbers and figure out, since you guys are both living, they're going to figure out if either yours or her benefit is double the other spouse's. And if that's the case, they can file for an auxiliary benefit, get some money from the record to bring them up or you up to about half of theirs. However, I just want to let you know that doesn't affect your benefit. Like, your benefit doesn't go down if you have somebody on your record. So you wouldn't even notice if that were the case. It wouldn't be something that would be detrimental to your benefit.
Exactly.
And then if you were divorced, if you were legally divorced, the duration of marriage rule is 10 years. So you would have had to have been married for 10 years, and you still may qualify. If someone remarries before age 60, there's actually a lot of different rules that affect that. But
yeah, I was going to say the most important thing, because there are so many rules, if this, then that, if that, then this.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that you make an application. You want to come into the office with your proof of marriage. Documents so that we can see, the person you were married to and the marriage date. You want to have a actual original. We don't normally look at copies because we don't know if those are actually valid documents. But you want to come into the office with your original document. Can you make that application online?
Well, at this time, I think you can indicate that you would like to do that,
Okay.
but that is one of the ones that they're still working on because there's a lot of proofs that we would need, and we would need to verify a lot of information.
Yeah.
But you can get started. I've had people get started there, and then they come into the office with their proofs, and we take them from there.
Yeah, so do so immediately. Come into the office, make an application, bring your proofs. You can actually kind of pick over the next few months when you want your benefits to start as well. So even coming in now and you don't want your benefits to start for a couple months, that could work. But most importantly, you'd have your application in.
Yeah, and so I'm just looking at our frequently asked questions site because I highly recommend if you just are curious about things with Social Security, that's a great place to go, or frequently asked questions. And they're talking about that, what we were just talking about, how, what is the eligibility for Social Security spouse's benefit? Should I take mine? Should I take theirs? A lot of people ask those questions, and they're valid questions. What we usually do, though, is, we start with you, and then we work our way back from there. So even if someone's not even thinking about it, like I've had people who come in and when they want to apply for benefits under their own number, we go through the application. One of the questions is, were you ever married? Were you married for 10 years or more? And then we're looking at it, and look at this. I mean, you're eligible for another benefit that you didn't even know was out there. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a nice, it makes my job nicer, to be able to be like, oh, did you know that there's more money for you here?
Definitely.
That always makes people's day. But,
and then, like you mentioned earlier, with the scenario where that the spouse's record may be more than yours, and you
Right.
can delay your own retirement while you actually begin to receive your spouse's income.
Now that's kind of a controversial type subject, and we'll get back to that because we have a caller. So caller, go right ahead.
Caller, are you there? How can we help?
Yes, how you doing?
Good. Good afternoon.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I have a question. If I'm 64 years old and I get my Social Security, right? But if I want to work another job, by me being only 64, can I work a job without them taking away my benefits from Social Security?
That is a very good question. The answer to that is a little bit complex, but I'll be happy to share that information with you. So there's an earnings limit. And when you're under the full retirement age, the earnings limit is applicable. It's $17,640 this year. Next year, it goes to $18,240. Now, if you're working and you make under that amount, you're fine. There's no problem.
Right.
But if you go over that amount, they take $1 back from your benefit for every $2 over the limit that you go. So it's not like I say, it's not a hard cap per se, but it is there, and they do take the money back if you go over. If it should happen that you go back to work, I would recommend let us know, so then we can put that in the system. We would want an estimate for what your yearly earnings would be. We can put that in the system, and then we'll let you know how that's going to affect your benefit. But the upside to that is that the way that we calculate your benefit is we take the highest 35 years, and if you're working now and you're still paying into the system, if that's like a high year, then your benefits go up.
Potentially,
Yeah, that's
increase. You could be increasing your actual retirement benefit check. But most importantly, you want to come into the office and give us some kind of projection on what you think that those earnings will be, and then we can actually walk you through the rest of the process as far as what you can make, and because some people will decide to work part or some of the year, just so they make sure that they do not go over the earnings limit, and we'd be happy to walk you through that, so we can make sure that you're taking the most advantage of your Social Security benefit.
That's right. And then at the website, if you'd like to go on the internet here, we can take a look. You can go to the publications list and just ask how work, or
Yeah,
let's see, how work affects your benefits. Did I go too far?
Okay. So at 17,000, I can work, right?
well, that's actually for this year. For next year, that's going to increase slightly. When are you deciding to start work? When will you possibly start working?
But next year.
Okay, so next year we got a whole new number.
But next year I'll be 65.
Next year you'll be 65.
65, so-
In what month?
65.
In what month?
September.
Okay, so that's kind of like
September.
the whole year.
Yeah, and so what's interesting though is that the limit that we just discussed, it actually, the year you turn 66 from January until your birthday, it goes up again. Let's see, I think I have that somewhere. But the number goes up to, I think, something like 48,000. I can find it here. And then they take $1 back for every $3 over the limit you go. And that's from, because your birthday's in September, so that would be from January till September. Once you hit 66, though, those limits are off. So if you want to work, you can work, and if you want to work, you can go back to work, and those limits are there, but we're not trying to keep anyone from going back to work. If you want to go
Yeah.
back to work.
So plain and simple, come into the office with a projection about what you think you're going to earn, okay? And then we can walk you through. Thank you.
All right. So back to the topic I was about to say, that controversial subject. One of the things that people were doing was they would try to file under their spouse's benefit and leave their benefit alone in a life case. Congress did pass a law, I think it's the Omnibus Reconciliation Act 2015 or something like that, and that made it so that if you were born after 1954, you can't do that anymore. So a lot of people were rushing to the office to try to do that while they could, and you have to be the full retirement age to do that. We're kind of getting to the point now where the people who are able to do that are starting to be get into the full retirement age. Mm-hmm. So we're kind of in the last few years of that even being a possibility for people. Mm-hmm. We have another caller. Please go right ahead.
Yes,
Hello, caller.
Hi, if you was married to someone for 19 years and he died and he divorced and he remarried again, I think they were married for like 9 months, would you qualify for his Social Security?
Oh, wow.
And
Excellent
60
question. So,
you're 60 years old now.
okay, so you were married to him for 19 years, and then you got
Yeah, he
divorced,
got a
and he
divorce.
married someone else for 9 months. Is that correct?
Yes, but he passed. Uh-huh.
Okay, and he has since passed away. Okay.
Yes.
All right, we'll answer that.
Sure. Yeah, so if you were married and then he remarried, his remarriage would not negatively impact your ability to collect a benefit through his number. And it sounds like you were married long enough. You said that your age, she is age 60, did she say?
She said she was
Yeah,
age
she's
60.
So age
60 now.
60 is the earliest you can apply for survivor benefits. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like you might be qualified. It would definitely be worth your time to look into it.
Make an application
Yeah.
right away.
Absolutely. You can call us at our 800 number, 800-772-1213. You can go online or you can come into the office and we'll be happy to help you out.
Absolutely. Thank you again for your call. Thank you so much for calling in. Please feel free to come into the office or visit our website.
All right, so that's new. It actually has like a little rap logo on it. Sorry.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up our show tonight.
That's right. So I just wanted to say thanks to everybody for watching. My name is Mr. Zarnecki, and today I've been here with Miss DJ. Miss DJ, do you have anything you want to add before we go?
I just had a great time here with you today.
Oh, great. So did I. And thanks everybody for watching again. Tune in next week at 4:30 for another edition of Social Security Hotline Live. Until then, thank you, and remember, Social Security is with you through life's journey. Have a good night.
Absolutely.